Sergeant Scott Gillen with the Bullhead City Police Department.
Winston Churchill said, "A good speech should be like a woman's skirt."
Finally, haven't given the council an update on economic development. I know this is where, Facebook starts spinning when I start mentioning names. Just a quick update from the September power outage we had. We did some analytics just to see what the community was saying and when they were saying it, and of course we did our own lessons learned. And so between September 4th and the 13th, there were more than 25,000 comments left on social media from our residents. 25,000, that's just not a like or a share, that's comments. And of those, there were significant positive comments. Over 2,367 were actually gratitude and appreciation for.
Autocracy means absolute control and power lying within the hands of one person.
So we learned some lessons, but overall, the public, more than 15,000 comments, positive and appreciative.
It implies that there is only one ruler, and he or she makes the decisions, while the others are supposed to comply with the decisions, without any objections.
I have had my enormous amount of troubles with Toby Cotter in the City of Bullhead. On my property when there was no money owed, which is a crime.
We are solving crimes. We are fighting crime. We are doing all those things. It doesn't have to be in the paper every day, right? So
the ruler who beholds the absolute power in an autocracy is known as an autocrat. Some other words for autocracy are dictatorship and despotism.
Dealing with the homeless situation. The shelter is open. Individuals are staying there overnight. And those who decide not to stay there overnight will be dealt with appropriately.
The opposite of autocracy is democracy. Democracy means the government is elected by the citizens of the state, and they are supposed to serve the citizens of the state.
Those individuals who want to sleep on a park bench will be dealt with appropriately, and that could include asking them to move on. If they decide not to move on, there is a place for them in Kingman, in the jail.
Unlike democracy, in an autocracy, the citizens are supposed to follow the orders of the autocrat, for what may come.
Many communities our size would be jealous to know what we have, that we can help people in need. Those who don't want help, though, there's going to be repercussions.
On a smaller level, autocracy also implies a person who expects strict obedience and compliance with the people around him or her.
And we have a society that wants that dealt with. And so we are going to deal with that. That includes no more feeding in the parks.
Such a person is also known as an autocratic leader.
We've clamped down on that significantly, and it needs to end. And so if anybody is doing that, we've given you plenty of notice to stop doing it. Those individuals who want to harbor people in the desert, we are dealing with that now.
So we found out about what happened to Norma through news stories, actually. And so we went and read that there was a woman who had been arrested for feeding the homeless in Bullhead City, Arizona.
In Arizona, if we pass legislation that doesn't stand up to the state's threshold, to the state standards, we can be challenged by any legislature in the state.
So as an attorney, and just so those understand who are tuning in right now, Norma was arrested and faced really retribution for feeding the homeless in a local park in Arizona, as you mentioned.
Anybody can say, no, we don't like Bullhead's ordinance, let's challenge it. And if we were to lose, we'd lose all of our state shared revenue. So we can never do that. We can never go against the state.
It's such a wild story. You think at first that like this can't be real. It can't be the case that a city is arresting someone for helping those in need. And then you find out that it is the case, unfortunately, that that's exactly what's going on. And that violates the Constitution.
Anybody can say, no, we don't like Bullhead's ordinance, let's challenge it. And if we were to lose, we'd lose all of our state shared revenue. So we can never do that. We can never go against the state.
And I just want to say something off the cuff. I agree with City Manager Carter. We have a amazing police department, amazing staff that I will rely on heavily in order to be successful. This is absolutely a team effort.
So that's just the rules we operate under.
Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
Explore Bullhead City and Laughlin. Connect with the Heritage Trail system.
Fresh is simple with Summer's Eve.
Connect with nature by admiring the beautiful scenery. Explore the cool waters of the lake and the river and soaring with the wind. Connect with friends and family by doing these same things together.
So if Mackenzie's streaming this live, this is where people will start talking first. A couple pictures Mackenzie could show. We'll just slowly go through those. That's the breakfast bar area.
Explore Bullhead City and
We hope you have a safe and Merry Christmas.